So, you want a true story? I give you mine. I just hope that you can handle it. First of all, let me tell you how I end up here. I don't mean Sweden. I mean here, behind the camera, talking to you. How I end up here in this tiny town in north of Sweden is not a fairy tale. It's a survival story. Sometimes people ask me, why did I start this channel? Maybe because for the first half of my life, nobody have ever asked me how I feel or how I felt. And here's my honest answer. Because life has never been simple. I was born and raised in Singapore in a difficult home. I grew up in a really big family, full of noise, cows, and secrets. There is full of people in this house, but there's no love. My father drank himself to death when I was 5 years old. When a man leaves his family like this, he doesn't leave quietly. He left behind fear, pain, and cows. My mom has to raise 5 kids with 2 jobs, and she doesn't have time to be soft. We were forced to live with my grandfather and his 4 wives in a big home, and that is where my childhood ended. I was hurt by someone in the family who should be protecting me, but didn't. I learned quite early that the world does not protect little girl. I survived things that I wish no child would ever need to go through. I carried this scar throughout my adulthood. I was forced to grow up really fast. And for many years, I don't trust anyone. People said the favorite child is very lucky. No, it's not. It made siblings jealous. It made me lonely. In my early adulthood, I changed jobs like changing outfits. I worked as a fashion merchandiser, a secretary, a fiber technician, insurance, real estate agent, event organizer, you name it, I did it. I've never been out of job for one day. I changed my job very often, not because I was unstable. I was seeking for freedom. I thought maybe I work hard enough, I could outrun my past. And then I met my Swedish husband when I was 28, and maybe this is my chance to start afresh. He was someone calm, kind-hearted, and for a girl who grew up in a storm, it felt like love. My pregnancy was very difficult. One day, the doctor told me, if you want to save this baby, move to Sweden. I didn't hesitate. I quickly packed my 2 luggage with my whole life in it, and I flew with my daughter into the cold. I left everything I knew. My country, my family, my friends, my colleagues, my job, my culture, my identity, and my past. When I landed in Sweden, I felt like I was landing into another planet. The air was so fresh. It felt like forgiveness. People were soft spoken. They are kind to me. And there are space everywhere. You can't find that kind of space and fresh air in Singapore. I came here for my daughter. I want her to be safe. I want her to have a proper education, and I want her to have a real childhood. I built my life for her. And then Sweden became my hiding place. There I can hide all my broken pieces. A place where silence allowed my soul to rest. But building a life here is not like how Instagram show you. It's lonely, it's really quiet. It's a country that welcomes you on paper, but not always in the heart. People see your accents before they see your heart. They see your age before the skill. The language, the culture, the code, everything was really difficult. And yet I keep going. It was really difficult to get a job if you don't have a formal education. I started an online business for I think almost 5 years. It was very difficult because during that time my daughter was really young and she needed my time. Many doors closed on me. Until today, I still feel like I'm an outsider no matter how much I try to fit in. I didn't have friends that I could really talk to because in Sweden people don't talk about their personal problem or personal things. My mental health was not in a really good place. I was lucky that time I discovered nature. When I'm in the forest, I could hear my inner voice. Every time when I pick up a mushrooms or a berry, it tells me, keep going, you'll be fine. The nature accepts me unconditionally. And sometimes I ask myself, what is wrong with me? Why am I enjoying time alone? Maybe I just didn't want people to ask me about my past. Honestly, I feel safer in the nature. Even though I know there are wild animals, I'm safe there than with human. There's a Chinese saying, it's better to talk to a tree than to talk to someone who doesn't listen. And maybe that's the reason why I like to hug the tree when I'm in the forest. At home, my partner LG, he's a quiet man. He's loving, but he doesn't express himself. I think most Swedes has difficulty in doing that. My daughter, on the other hand, she's 27 now. She's working as a nurse at the hospital. She's busy saving life, and she recently started her own family. I'm really proud of her. But sometimes the house felt really quiet without her. My daughter, she loved my food. 11 years ago, when I was cooking a dish from Singapore, so I wanted my daughter to have this channel as a legacy where she could hear my voice, she could learn my recipes, and hopefully feel my love. When I am filming my recipe in my kitchen, I felt like I'm home again in Singapore. I want my daughter to know our root, our history. I cannot depend on her when I grow older. So this channel is my home, also my therapy. Looking back 11 years ago, with 1,700 videos, I didn't start it because I had a dream. I started because my life was sinking. Living abroad can be beautiful if you have families and friends beside and supporting you, but they are also quite painful. Many people don't really want to talk about. There are days I felt like I'm a guest in my own life. I am not fully Singaporean anymore, neither am I a full Swedish. Just something in between. It's kind of lonely. It doesn't shout, it whispers every day. Sweden gave me silence and YouTube gave me connections. Today my channel is about foraging, slowing down, stress management, brief story about my life here in Sweden. But I felt like after 1,700 videos, I think I really need to give you guys the whole story behind this channel. I hope I can guide people, especially those who feel lost, tired, or alone. You know, a lot of young people, they are dreaming about living abroad. You need to know the truth, the reality of living abroad. It's not that easy. I hope to be someone whom you could trust, find comfort, a wise auntie. I cannot promise you perfection, but I can give you the truth. And maybe together we could build a journey and a friendship and feel that life is less heavier. If you are first time here, welcome. You are safe here. I hope my experience help you to avoid those paths I carried for so long.